everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamika. This is Library of Tomes, where I talk to you about all the bookish things going on in my life. Hi, welcome back to another video. Today I am actually doing a collab with my good friend Izzy. If you didn't know, she's like my booktube bestie. Obviously, I talk about her all the time. I find an excuse to talk about her in every single video, but me and Izzy actually found out we were both getting iPads to do digital journaling and digital planning. I specifically want to do more digital planning. However, I haven't been able to like really incorporate that into my life yet, but I got it a couple months ago. I have completely started my journal over from scratch, and yeah, so my journal is very incomplete. It's very bare in a lot of ways. It's very the bare bones, and really there's a lot that I want to continue doing with it. And I'm actually gonna set you up and walk you through it, but also show you how I do my spreads, because I have a couple spreads I need to finish anyway, so I just figured I'd show you how I do them and also kind of give you an idea of what I've got and what I am trying to do with my journal. So I'm going to answer a couple questions really quickly. So this is my iPad. This is what I use to do all of my journaling. I have a 7th generation iPad, and I have just this case on it. So when I take it off, it's the rose gold one. And mine actually has the, oh, you can see all my notifications, but mine has the protector that goes on it that is like makes it write like paper. And then I don't have the actual Apple Pencil. I'm planning on getting one eventually, but I didn't want to spend, because I was already spending a lot of money on this, I didn't want to spend the extra on the pencil. So this pencil is actually you just touch it and it turns on and off, and this one works really good. I have had to replace the tip on it once already, but other than that, it works really good and I really like it. I'm going to take you in and I'm going to show you kind of what I do with this and how I use it, because I love my iPad. And a lot of the problem that I have with mine is that I just have not really gotten in the hang of using it every day, mainly because I had to start over because I absolutely hated mine. So we're gonna hop in, I'm gonna show you what I've got, and then I'm going to show you me making a couple spreads. So this is my iPad. Sorry, you can see my tripod leg in that. I can't adjust as much as I would like. So this is my iPad. I wish that I could adjust a little more for you all. Let me see if I can give you some more light. Okay, so this is my iPad. This is what I use to do all my spreads. So I've got a couple apps here. The first one I have here is GoodNotes. That is what I use for a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a sneak peek. Let's see what I have in here. All right, so we're gonna go back. So I have a lot of different things going on in my GoodNotes. Specifically, I have my reading journal here. I have a budget planner in here. I started a sticker book. I have not put a ton of stickers in this yet. Like I said, I got really overwhelmed, so I kind of like stopped. But we're gonna start with my actual journal. The only thing I don't like about this pen is I have to tap it. So this is my cover. It's literally black. It's just blank. I haven't decided what I want to put on there yet. But if I scroll past here, this is like my first page, my cover page. And I made this with just like making scraps of paper. And I used basically some dictionary paper, and then a world map here, and then some just other paper, and then I wrote 2020 on it. Like I said, I tried making it really, really pretty, and it just wasn't functional for me, so I kind of stopped doing that. So the next one here, I was getting really confused, so ignore my literal sloppy handwriting. I was getting kind of confused on where my sections would start and end. So I made this so it just says 2020 reading, and if you scroll past, this is my first tab. This is all of the books that I've read in 2020. So far, I think I'm up to April. So I've got all of January, all of February, March is here, and I really like seeing this because I like seeing it at a glance. I don't think that I want to go through and put all the ratings on this type of collection, just because I really like being able to see just everything I've read at a glance, and I don't really want to see the ratings. I just want to kind of see the covers and see what like I'm working with. But the next page here, you can kind of see that I am still filling this out. I'm still adding them all in. These are more of March's. I have not added in the April stuff here yet. I've started adding in April. I've got boxes for where I'm missing covers. And these two, I know these are gonna go somewhat close to April. Next page, I have a bunch of just random covers of books that I've read this year that I have not kind of like organized where I want them to go yet and how I want them to go on here. But if I want to move them around, which is really easy and I'll show you, you just hit this little button up here and then I hit the little like picture tool and I click on it and I just move it around, make it bigger and smaller. And that's how I do that one. So next up, I have my thriller TBR page, which are we surprised that I've not really touched this one? This one is one that I made at the beginning of, well, I didn't make this at the beginning of the year, but I recreated it. I did this really cute, like just like brown paper, like a brown paper bag, and this really cute pink paper over here. And I went through and just added all of the books that I said I wanted to read in 2020 that were thrillers, which you can see I've only read 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. But I have this little line at the bottom that says, you know, if I write red on it, and then I've put like star ratings above it. I eventually want to do like a make a star to put on here, but this is just what I'm doing right now. Like I said, this one is a very big work in progress, and that was pretty much all of my 2020 things that I'm tracking right now. I would love to know what you track for your 2020 stuff. Just for your general reading, like I said, I only made these spreads. I'm not including my 5-star predictions in here. That's something I'll include in my 2021 journal. But for now, that's all I've really gotten here. But I've got extra pages. So if there's anything that you all put in your journal, let me know because I want to put them in here. So next up I have like my readathons, and I literally only have the one for the Kindle clear out, and I have the 3 books that I read. I just put the little covers here. I put the star ratings up here, but you can't really see because I used a very light highlighter, and then I just kind of wrote how I felt about it on the other side. I would like to go back in and actually add in the like the little graphics and like the bingo board and stuff, and that's something I'm gonna do eventually. And we're gonna actually make my Love in the Night readathon TBR spread here in just a second, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you the rest of the journal first, and then we're gonna do the pages at the end of the journal. So that's the only readathon I have in here. Like I said, I have not used a ton of this journal. So then we have collections. This one is the one I'm the most proud of, and it's still a work in progress, but I kind of decided that at some point I wanted my collection pages and maybe my 2020 pages to be my pretty pages, and everything else could be my functional pages. So this one here specifically is my Black Dagger Brotherhood page. I have went in and put the original covers on here, and I've got this really cool like blood drippy thing, and also the little Black Dagger Brotherhood logo down here. So I really like this one. I'm gonna add more of these, but that's the only one I have on here for collections. I do also want to make one for Stephen King's books because I am trying to read all of his backlist. And then that's all I've got on here. I think I might eventually do one for other historical authors and maybe some other contemporaries, like also going through and making a collection for Brianna Hale because she's one of my favorite authors. But that is something I do hope to do in the future, but I haven't done yet. So then I've got the YouTube page, which is empty. That's a list of ideas that I kind of want to do sometime in the future. But yeah, this one's empty. This is mainly just for me planning and things, so I'm kind of glad it's empty because I don't want you all to know everything that's going on for the new year, if you know what I mean. Alright, so then I started in August. That's a picture. Okay, so I started in August, I think, so I've kind of got some August stuff in here. Just kidding, I've taken it all out. So I've got my September wrap-up. You can see I started using this and failed. So I've got the September wrap-up here, and then I started doing it like this, where I'd put in the covers with the rating and then kind of go in here. But I kind of want to switch it up, and I think I might want to do something different. I'll show you what I was doing to make it really pretty with the other journal that I had, because I had originally started this one. And I was originally doing something like this, where I was making it really, really pretty. And it was not practical for me to keep that up. So obviously I had to kind of switch and figure out another style, and I still haven't figured that out. So that's what I was doing. So we got some stuff for September. Here was my September videos. I really like this. I copied it from Izzy actually. But it's like a September calendar, and then I just put all my thumbnails in for when I had done videos. Obviously I'm missing one here for my paranormal romance recommendations, but I will add that in later. All right, so the camera cut off, so it might be a little messed up now. Just ignore that and pretend it's not there. So this, where we were left off at, this was my September going over the videos that I did. This is something I started and I wanted to try doing, and this was the days that I read. I just copied that and I pasted it literally over the October one. So I started my October wrap up. I've obviously not finished it, but this is essentially kind of what I'm going with now. I'm going to do 2 pages with just the covers and then the ratings underneath of them. I really like that idea and I will probably continue that. Let me turn this down a little bit so that it doesn't throw off the color completely. So then the next page we have the October wrap up, or the October videos that I did. I think all of the videos are on here except for the PNR readathon announcement, which is actually the Love in the Night readathon announcement. But up here I kind of had like a little color coding system, which I'll pull it up so you can kind of see. But I had like readathons here, uploads, and then if I had filmed it or not, because underneath these pictures I had actually planned out, like under this was a picture of like, or the text, and I would go over and highlight it as I finished the videos. And that was just how I had functioned and planned everything, and that's probably what I will continue to do. I have not done November's yet. We are also on who knows what day of November, but it's all right. I'm a train wreck. We are used to this by now. So the next page, I actually started implementing the pages that I had made, and I really love this. I really love this. I just have to like actually stick to it and do it. So this is my days read. So literally we've got this little flower here and then these little squares, and there's 31 on here, and I have anything that was audio, ebook, physical, or manga, and I just added that on here. And this was for every day that I uploaded or did YouTube work. And as I show you here, I didn't keep up with this, but I essentially did YouTube stuff all month. So I really liked this. I'm gonna copy this over and do this again for my November. If you want to see me setting up like each month or anything, just let me know and I will actually do that, because I actually really like the idea of like sitting down and doing it on camera every month. And then I don't have anything else in my journal because I'm a mess and I have not put anything else together. So we're gonna go back here and we're gonna do a spread together, just because I think it would be fun for us to do one. That's not what I wanted to do. So we're gonna go all the way back here and we're gonna go to my readathon spread, if it will load. Here we go. So this is my Kindle Clear Out. We're gonna actually do another one, and we're gonna do one for the Love in the Night readathon, because I'm already participating in this, and I'm just gonna like maneuver this however I want it so that I think it looks cute and looks right. I might actually go in. That looks cute. Okay, so I might actually go in later. I don't have very many stickers here that I can actually use right now. But I might go in later with maybe, actually we can. Let's see if we can get them. We're gonna go onto this and we're gonna go and get some bats so that I have something else to work with. So just I want a PNG one. There we go. So I'm going to save this, add this to my photos, and put them in here because I just think they're really cute. That's supposed to be a PNG. That is not even close. So we'll just put it over here in the corner. It's fine. We don't need to worry about it. I have a thing where I can actually take those off, but we're just not going to deal with that right now. And then I guess I'll put the bingo board on here too. This is technically the one for the Instagram challenges, but I kind of like this one, so I'm just going to make it kind of bigger and put it on here. Make this smaller. Oh, make this a little bigger. I kind of hate that. Okay. Let's take these. Oh, no. Oops. Okay, to make a good job being a train wreck. We're just going to do that, and we're going to put these back over here because I like these. I think they're cute. And I'm going to put them down here in the corner. So there's those. Move them over just a little bit. And then I'm going to actually go ahead and start putting my books on here. So I have started this one. I've not finished it yet. And I'm listening to this on audio, so I'm going to fill that in. That's disgusting. And like, I suggest if you want to like kind of just don't worry about making it like pretty or anything. I don't. I'm writing down the names. I know this is Fury's book. I can't remember what the girl's name is. I'll fill that in later. And I know that this will probably be the one for Vampire and also for series, and then BookTube Darling. That looks horrible. And like I said, the thing that I like about the journal, and like it's actually easier if you like zoom in like this. What I like about the journal is that you can literally change whatever you need to for this and like make it however you need it to be for it to work for you. And I also like that, I mean, it's mine and I don't care like what it looks like sometimes. And this is literally just for me to like express how I feel about the books I'm reading and stuff. So I really struggle with making it pretty, but like at the end of the day, I want this to be functional for myself to use, and then I also want it to be pretty. So like if I want to do those things, I can have certain things that are pretty and then certain things that are just functional. And then the other thing I've actually started is this manga here. I got this suggestion from Shay. She said it was a vampire, so I'm gonna pull in here. Where did it go? And I'm just gonna do the same thing over here, and I'm just gonna write that it's a manga. And vampire, that's what it counts for. So yeah, and that's literally all I'm gonna do on this so far, because once I go in, I'll actually put in like, I'll probably add with the highlighter tool, because I just love the highlighter tool. And if I had to like, if I had to guess where I was gonna be with like rating this, undo that, I would probably give this like, and this is just me guessing, there's a 5-star, so I could like put in 5 stars there with the highlighter tool, and I like that. So, but yeah, that's essentially how I fill out like these kinds of spreads. And then what I'll end up doing with this one specifically for the Love in the Night is I will probably actually make a copy of this, and I will go ahead and do it just because I didn't know how to do this, but I will go ahead and just literally copy it and duplicate the page so it pops up on the next page there. And I'm just gonna take everything off and have this just be the base of my next page, and I'll go in with the rest of my books here, and I'm gonna actually put my bingo board over here, I think, because I want it to take up most of the page. I can like stretch that. That looks horrible. Go me. I'll just have it be in the middle of the page here. And what I'm gonna probably do is I'll just take that pen tool again. I don't know why I showed you my pen like that. I'm gonna take that pen tool again, and we'll take this green, because I'm not gonna use that green. And I'm gonna pick like this red color, or this purple color. And I'm just gonna put check marks on the things that I've done so far. I don't like that one. Nope, we don't like that. Let's take this bright red here. So I'm gonna put check marks on the things that I've already done. And that's how I'm gonna keep track of the readathon, using my reading journal. So yeah, that's how I make my spreads and my pages and whatnot. And that is essentially everything about my reading journal. If you have any questions, or you want to have any more in-depth things about my journal, or you want me to do the monthly spreads, I would actually really like doing monthly spreads. So maybe once I get my official reading journal put together, you all, if you want to see it, I can do one of those videos for you all. And if you have any questions that I didn't go over in the video, leave it in the comments. I'll just answer them down there, or I can do another video or something. But I really like my reading journal, and I am really happy that I invested in this. And like I said, it does not have to be perfect, and you saw mine is a train wreck 95% of the time, but I actually really like mine, and I really like the way that I've done pages and the way that I've kind of restarted, even though I thought it was going to be a lot of work. I've actually enjoyed the process of restarting and just kind of starting from scratch, and also making the pretty pages, and the pretty pages being a part of my consistent journal, because I can use these through every journal that I do. Even if I decide I don't want to use anything else out of it, I can continue to take those and copy them and paste them into the new journal, and I really like that. So with that being said, if you all want to be my friend on any other platform, I have all my links in the description, and if you've made it this far in the video, leave a pumpkin emoji. I just looked at a pumpkin across the room, so give me a pumpkin, and I will chat with you all in my next video. Bye everyone.
Rosie, sweet Rose.